Good Friday afternoon. This is Stacy Emmert.
And Rich Viola.
We are InAlign partners. We are a firm that focuses on business strategy, leadership, team, and individual development.
In short, we help align strategy, people, and performance for measurable results. And a lot of people ask us, well, how do you do that? It's really our approach. We have a lot of straight talk, so we like to get to the point very quickly.
We work with a high sense of urgency.
We tap into your talents and collaborate and partner on various solutions.
And like you, we love what we do.
And at the end of the day, we partner and you achieve.
So we're going to be offering a regular vlog and centered around the topics around leadership, trends, best practices that make us all better leaders and better at what we do. So our discussions are intended as a reminder that we're all leaders in one way or another by our choices and our actions.
And we know it's 5 o'clock somewhere, so
Cheers
to you.
So today's topic is going to be centered around leadership. And many times we find people wanting to know the exact recipe on how to get to a leadership role, or perhaps why they're getting passed over for a promotion. So today we're going to talk about an approach and a methodology to building leadership competency.
Really taking a holistic view, and it's asking some relatively simple questions, but really take a look at the current organization, culture, and the role that you're working in today, and sizing that up first and foremost before you start looking too fast and too forward on the next role or gig for yourself. And some of those questions are, one, are you aware of your strengths and development areas, and are you willing to work on those?
Mm-hmm. And, you have to be open and vulnerable to feedback as well. And that is difficult for some people, and it's difficult to put yourself out there.
Yeah. And do you have a well-documented performance track or portfolio of success without a lot of collateral damage, or damaged relationships? We know a lot of leaders that come in hard and fast. Sometimes it's because they were just hired, they're new to the organization, have to prove themselves, or they were just recently promoted and they feel like they have to knock something out of the park really quickly, and they may get something done or a project completed, but as you look around, they've got a lot of damaged relationships, and that can be hard to recover from at times.
Yeah, and sometimes you're brought in to affect change, and sadly enough, you're the only one that knows it. So it's really important to step back if you're a new leader and take some time to really get to know the organization and how people internalize and understand the strategy and the direction of the organization.
Yeah. Another question is, do you like people? Do you coach people and develop people? And believe it or not, there are leaders out there that frankly have told us they don't like people.
Right.
And they have no business being in a leadership role.
If only there were people. So really, you really have to genuinely want to work with people, develop people, and coach people to be in a leadership role. And we have pulled a lot of people out of the freezer and in clients, and they get put in there because they made a mistake. The culture doesn't want to tolerate mistakes. They made one misstep, said the wrong thing at the wrong time, or were misinterpreted, and there they are in the freezer for God knows how many years. And again, do people actually want to work for you and under you?
Mm-hmm. Do you believe in failing fast? And when you make a mistake or have a failure, do you own your own failures and actually promote the success of your, not only yourself but others along the way?
Yes, we found that a lot of times leaders are a little bit selfish when they have really good performers under their team, and sometimes will prefer to keep them there rather than allow them to fulfill their potential or push them to the next level because it's easier on them to keep their top performers. So that is another lens to look through when you're assessing your leadership skills and abilities and how you show up as a leader.
Mm-hmm. And are people a priority for you? Do you genuinely care and value others and look to develop them and leverage their talents?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, we have to ask ourselves, are our values and is the culture in alignment with all of the above? Sometimes you can be a good leader and be out of alignment with the culture. Sometimes there's an acquisition, buyout, there's new leader, and we should all be assessing where we are pretty regularly when there's change in an organization.
Yeah. And the clients that we've had that have been disciplined about leadership and their growth, they've really found value in investing in different programs and in themselves, and the teams really get a lot of benefit from it, and ultimately it impacts the business performance. So whether or not they're working on top line sales or bottom line profitability, productivity, engagement, satisfaction, we can usually elevate a team's and an individual's capabilities.
Mm-hmm. And we've worked with a lot of leaders, and we would like to take this opportunity to do a special shout out and recognition of some of the leaders that we've worked with in the recent past, and recognize Ellen Smith, who is the VP of Business Development and Access at Summa Health, and Jason Theodore, Vice President, Ambulatory Services and Business Development at Mercy Health. They are outstanding leaders and role models in building high-performance teams and managing their teams through reorganization and large-scale change.
Yeah, and another shout out, I believe, go out to Rob Davies,
Absolutely.
who is with Ohio Health, the director of their most recent Pickerington Medical Campus. He really put out the effort to develop a empowering culture and high-performing team, and they've knocked it out of the park. So congratulations, Rob, and your team.
Cheers to all three of you. So we hope you enjoyed today's T.G.I.F topic, and if you're interested in how you stack up against 50,000 plus leaders across industries, please reach out and contact us through our link below, and we would be happy to have you take the leadership assessment.
Yeah, and feel free to share this vlog and invite them to join our T.G.I.F Happy Hour Friday on a weekly basis. Otherwise, check out our website at InAlignPartners.com. Learn more about us and if we can support your growth efforts, and or if you'd like to share an idea for a future T.G.I.F topic. So,
Cheers
to that,
to you.
cheers to you.